What an incredible first week of football. It was such a long offseason, but guys, we made it. We now go from struggling to come up with certain topics to talk about every day to an influx of things to talk about. Do we talk about the Browns-Chiefs game, Jameis Winston, the Bengals comeback, the Steelers against Josh Allen and the Bills, Jalen Hurts, Sam Darnold playing his old team, the Washington football team with Heineke, or maybe even Jalen Ramsey in that Rams defense? And the answer is yes. We are going to get to all of that. Unfortunately, we can only pick one topic at a time, but that is what we're going to start with. We're going to start with a team that looks like an absolute wagon this year. And I didn't want this to be the shortest video ever, so at the end, I have a whole segment on Jalen Ramsey, so stick around for that. But we are going to be talking about Matthew Stafford and the Rams. This was a highly anticipated game, but most rookies and trades, we have no idea how it's actually going to look until we see it in action. But today, we need to talk about how it was even better than we thought, and it's only going to get better and better. He was 20 of 26, which is 76.9% for 321 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and finished with a quarterback rating of 156.1. And just for some reference, if you don't know, a perfect passer rating is 158.3. So let's look at some film and we can really understand what we just saw. But before the first play, I want to give an overall theme of the combination of Sean McVay being an incredible offensive mind, scheming things open for Stafford, and Stafford being able to make plays for 12 years in Detroit without any offensive schemes like these. I'm sure you knew this was coming, but we have to cover his second throw as a Ram. This was a 67-yard touchdown pass to Van Jefferson, fakes the handoff, boots left, which he rarely did in Detroit, and launches it to the opposite side of the field and hits his receiver right on the money. It only took 2 throws to show why this combination is so scary, because it's a beautiful drawn-up play by McVay. But not only did he take Goff to the Super Bowl on schemes and running the ball, he could never call this play with Goff. The ball went 55 yards in the air and across the field. McVay has no limit to his creativity now. He can create any play in any formation, any direction. The whole field is his sandbox now. But it doesn't always need to be a play that gets schemed open. Look at this play. 3rd and 10. Let's go. 3rd and long. This is where you earn your paycheck. And look at the pocket. It's so beautiful. He steps up and rips it in there. Having time in the arm to make this throw in a hurry can be so promising for the Rams because they rarely play behind the sticks and they won't be put in this situation often. But when they do now, it'll be much more comfortable. Now the expectation is to convert every single time. Now with this one, we really need to watch the all-22 film. It looks like a complete bust in coverage, or it could be a really confusing and intriguing route combination, but we really can't see without the all-22. Cannot wait for that to come out. Still hasn't yet. A little disappointed, but this is an example of a free touchdown that Stafford just never got in Detroit. Now, why I'm saying this will get better and better is because we didn't even see the full offensive potential. They were able to stick to the game plan, not really make Stafford do anything uncomfortable or make insane plays, which you haven't seen him. I'm just going to play a few examples of just the last year's 2020 season to show you what kind of throws he's able to make, and he will make a lot this season. Now, were the Bears playing a JV secondary out there, or the Rams just that good? More than likely a little bit of both, but to truly see how good this fit is, we're going to need to see more games, and we're going to see things that Stafford can do that Jared Goff just couldn't, because the Rams are really able to control the game beginning to end, put on cruise control, and never really needed to force the issue. But another thing that Stafford has in his game is ability to make insane comebacks. He already has 38 game-winning drives in his career, while Jared Goff only has 42 wins under his belt. This experience difference is going to be huge later on in the season, and I'm realizing there aren't as many plays that emphasize what I saw on TV while watching the game. I couldn't capture the energy that the fans, the players, and the coaches have, that they just have a quarterback they believe in now. They were excited, and you could just tell they felt confident and dominant out there. But since I don't want this to be the shortest video ever, we're going to talk about Jalen Ramsey, have a whole segment on him, so let's get into it. That guy was everywhere the other day. It's usually not a good day when your corner and safety led the team with solo tackles, but after watching the film, he was hungry for football. He was aggressive. He was physical. He was a straight menace on the field. There are so many plays to look at, but look at this play. I know Jalen Ramsey loves to talk his shit, but I can't even imagine what he said after this play. He's lined out wide, but is on a blitz. He runs into the Bears left guard, Cody Whitehair, and shoves him back 8 yards. Literally just babies him, then finds the running back, makes the tackle. Or on this play when he generously lets Justin Fields get his first completion in the NFL, which it wasn't his zone, and it's rare because he's usually just so locked down, but he picks him up, throws him down because he can and he wanted to. And he's such a smart player. Just look at this play here. He's playing in the slot corner, and I'll talk about that in a little bit, but he isn't phased in the slightest. He reads reverse the whole time, sees the pulling tackle coming at him. He patiently waits and waits to not expose his angle and let the tackle pick him up, but he wants to see what Marquise Goodwin is going to do as well. Once he picks his timing, he just blows past his a tackle who doesn't have a chance and aggressively forces him out of bounds. Now look at this play here. Look how fast he sniffs out this play. I don't care what you tell me. You can't tell me he doesn't study film like crazy. He blows this play up before it can even get started. Now the big question was going to be, can the Rams defense hold form with Brandon Staley led them to the best defense in the league last year? Well, one thing's for sure, they're using Jalen Ramsey in a variety of ways. He would just always shadow the best receiver and lock them down. While this is super important, he kind of becomes a non-factor besides that. But Raheem Morris is putting him in many different spots. Like he can be on the line of scrimmage, he can be in the slot or blitzing, stay out wide and welcome quarterbacks to Ramsey Island. They are looking to put their most athletic and physical DB in the most active places on the field, and I absolutely loved it. It's a creative and slightly risky way to go about it, but it obviously worked, and I love that they're willing to try and do unconventional things to get the best players involved as much as possible. And we can talk about the Rams a lot, but this whole division came out so strong. We know they were going to be the best division in football. Cardinals look amazing. Seahawks looked really good, and the 49ers also looked really good, maybe a little bit till the end there. But the Rams, it's hard to say that they didn't have the most impressive and scary performance for that division because now they have an offense and a defense. But I want to know what you guys think. Make sure to comment down below what you think of Matthew Stafford or Jalen Ramsey and how they're using both of them and how they're going to progress throughout the season. Make sure to like this video if you like videos like these, and make sure to subscribe if you enjoy daily sports content. Guys, football is back, and right at the beginning I did cover over some topics that I'm going to cover later in this week, but let me know if you guys want to hear anything. If you saw something really interesting, if you have your favorite team that you thought something was really interesting that no one's really looking at, comment down below. They're always welcome. Thank you guys so much for liking the video and checking out the channel. I appreciate y'all so much, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.